Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel where we do talk all things true crime. If this is your first time here, hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Tanya or TitaniumBuilt. And for those returning Titans, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back again. I really appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time to watch these videos that I make. Sorry I'm not on camera today. Normally I am, but I wanted to make this video and I wanted to make it kind of quick. So let's just get right into it. We're going to be discussing Ruby Franke today, and we're going to actually be discussing her husband, Kevin Franke. So, accused child abuser Ruby Franke's estranged husband filed for divorce. So, the former YouTube momfluencer, Ruby Franke, she's sitting behind bars right now on charges of CA. Her estranged husband has filed for divorce. So, Kevin went ahead and filed a petition for divorce and a domestic relations injunction on Wednesday. He did that in Utah's 4th District Court. While the divorce petition is private, the injunction is a public document, and I do have that document that we're going to read today. So part of the injunction emphasizes the two parties cannot harass each other in any way, including electronically. They cannot cancel services belonging to the other, such as a phone service. They cannot cancel or change any shared insurance policies, such as health insurance or auto insurance, without written permission from the other party. Very, they're really making sure that they have everything in writing. No communication, they're saying. The Frankes are also prohibited from making derogatory comments about each other in front of their children, which I think that is a great rule to have. They should have that in every divorce proceedings. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this document here. Let me get my screen right there. So we're going to go through this pretty quick. It's not a very long document, but I wanted to let you guys know exactly what's going on. So this is going to be in the 4th District Court of Utah County, and it's Kevin Franke and Ruby Franke. There's the case number, all of that. Because this matter involves divorce, annulment, temporary separation, custody, part-time, child support, or paternity, the court makes the following orders. These orders apply to the petitioner and respondent named above. So both Ruby and Kevin. Number 1, the parties must not A, harass, intimidate, or disturb the peace of the other party by any means, including electronically. B, commit domestic violence or abuse against the other party or child. C, use the other party's name, likeness, image, or identification to get credit, open an account for service, or obtain a service. D, cancel or interfere with telephone, utility, or other services used by the other party. E, cancel, modify, terminate, change the beneficiary, or allow to lapse for voluntary non-payment of premiums without the written consent of the other party or pursuant to further order of the court, any policy of numeral number 1, I can't really say that, sorry, health insurance, 2, homeowners or renters insurance, 3, automobile insurance, or 4, life insurance. Number 2, if the petition involves the division of property, personal property, or debts, the party must not encumber, conceal, or dispose of your property or the other party's property unless A, you have a written consent of the other party, or B, you have a court order except in the usual course of business or to provide for the necessities of life. 3, if the petition involves minor children, the parties must not take the children on non-routine travel unless you have a written consent of the other party or you have a court order or the following information has been provided to the other party. They want them to provide them with an itinerary of travel dates and destinations, how to contact the children or traveling party, and the name and telephone number of available third person who will know the children's location. B, in the presence or hearing of the children, demean or disparage the other party, attempt to influence the children preference regarding custody or parent time, or say or do anything that would negatively affect the love and affection of the children for the other party or involve the children in the issue of the petition. C, make parent time arrangements through the children. 4, when the children are under a party's care, that party must use best efforts to prevent others from doing anything described above and, if necessary, remove the children from the situation. Number 5, This domestic relation injunction is effective for the petitioner when the petition is filed, for the respondent when they receive a copy of the injunction entered by the court. C, the domestic relations injunction is in effect until the parties decree is entered, the petition is dismissed, the parties otherwise agree in a writing signed by all parties, or the court orders otherwise. Number 7, a party must ask to modify or dissolve the domestic relations injunction by filing a motion. The motion will be decided as quickly as possible if it is filed before an answer to the petition or other responsive pleading is filed. The moving party must serve the non-moving party at least 48 hours before a hearing. If the motion is filed under a responsive pleading is filed, Utah Rule of Civil Procedure 7 or Rule 101 apply. Number 8, if there is another order with conflicting provisions governing the parties or their minor children, the parties must comply with the provisions of the other order. Number 9, this domestic relations injunction does not apply to the Office of Recovery Services. And then it just has down here the certificate of service, how they, gave it to them. Was it mail, hand delivered, email, fax, those kind of things? I'm not sure if they even still use fax anymore. That's a good question. But let me know what you guys think about what's going on here. Do you guys think that Kevin is trying to distance himself right now? I think that he is, but he can't. We have to think back on the Frankie family. And I'm sorry if I was calling them Frank. I'm used to calling them that. For some reason, I thought the E was silent. So we have to go back in time when 8 Passengers was on YouTube, when they had their children on YouTube for the whole world to see. They did certain things together as a family unit, as a couple, as a married couple with kids. That was extremely, extremely over the top and extremely inappropriate. I will give you a few examples. And I think everyone knows these examples because they've been flowing around, and there's plenty more out there. They had their 6-year-old daughter that forgot her school lunch at home. She was responsible for making her own food and bringing her own lunch to school. She failed to, grab it on the way out the door. 6-year-olds do that. I mean, when I was 6, I was barely able to get myself out the door, let alone a lunchbox. So her mother, Ruby, instead of going and taking the child a lunch like a normal mother would do, she proceeds to tell the school to not give her child any food, and she will be very upset if somebody does. The teacher said, I feel uncomfortable about it. Ruby Franke said, okay, whatever. Together, they did this. This is for Kevin and Ruby. They took Christmas away from their 2 youngest children. They were going to give the rest of the 4 Christmas, and they were going to give them love and trust for Christmas. And that's what they did. They did that. Also, they have a 17-year-old son. At the time he was 17, they had him sleeping on a beanbag chair for 7 months because he played a prank on his little brother. Anybody that has a little sibling has played a prank on their sibling before. These are just those huge things that they've done that people caught it. 18,000 signatures on a petition caught it. They were trying to get the officers and the police to go out there and try to get these kids out of their care. Even the oldest children, are trying to get the children into their care now. They're trying to, mend this broken home. And this is all because of 2 parents that couldn't take care of their children in a loving, healthy way. That's what this all comes down to in the end. Now, I'm not sure if when they grew up, if they were abused or if they were forced to sleep on hard objects that, were not appropriate for a dog to sleep on, let alone a human. I mean, maybe they were abused as kids and that's why they're projecting it onto their child. I kind of think it's more of their bullies and they fed off of each other. They fed off of each other. And that's what I think. I think that they wanted to make their kids' lives crappy because that's probably what pulled them in views. got them more money, got them more endorsements, got them more advertisement. And that's what they decided to do. And now it's coming back. And I'm very, very happy that it is coming back. And so is their oldest child. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you appreciate today's case coverage, I really hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the like button. And if you want to, you can always join our membership. We do have an awesome membership and we do have a great community. So I will see you guys all in the next live. And thank you guys all again for joining me for yet another video.